Coach Kim, seasoned personal trainer, ready to give you a 15-minute balance disc workout. Now we're going to be focusing on balance, doing some new moves you've never done before. Some of you might prefer to take your shoes off for this, and make sure if you inflate your disc, remember the more it's inflated, the harder it's going to be. So let's get your balance on. This balance disc we're going to have a lot of fun. Now remember, with the balance disc, there's two sides. One has a little bit bubbly, kind of get a little massage on there, easier grip. And the other side's a little bit smoother. Both sides are just good. Try with both and see which way you like better. The higher it's inflated, a little bit more challenging it is. So here we go. I'd like to go ahead and warm up. We're going to put that balance ball up, or the balance disc above your head. You're going to lean to the side and then go to the side again. Good. We're just going to warm up a little bit to start. You're going side to side. Notice my feet are planted on the ground, and I am barefoot, by the way. Makes it a little bit easier on this balance disc. So if you want to get barefooted or even some socks on, I suggest probably barefooted to start. Now bring it back down, and we're going to go side to side. Let your head follow. Very nice. We're just warming up with this disc. Now take it above your head. We're going to do a little round the world. Wake up your shoulder, go one direction, and then switch. Let's go the other direction. You feel like you have a UFO above your head, don't you? Keep going. Wonderful. Good. Now go from the one side and then come up. You can do a little chop chop. My little golfers and tennis players, you're going to like this one. Or if you'd like to work the core. Very nice. Very important to work that core. Let's go ahead and get the other side. Down and up. We're just warming up with the disc. I have nice relaxed hands. Bring it up. We're going to do one more, and perfect. So with my sturdy chair, I'm going to put that disc right underneath my bumper there. So this automatically is going to be working your core, your balance, your posture. Lots of good stuff here, and this is great for this brain, your brain, this tool of yours. So I want you to go ahead and sit on it, and I want you to just bounce back and forth with your cheeks. I'm just going side to side, side to side. My feet are planted on the ground to start. To make it more challenging, and those of you that are more intermediate, what you can do is hold the feet up and go side to side. See, it's a lot more challenging, isn't it? Good. And it's good to challenge yourself. So if you feel too uncomfortable with that, keep your feet planted. We're just making friends with this balance disc to start. Good. So sit right up. Good. Now, what I'd like you to do right now is lift up one foot and then the other. Very nice. Your hands, do whatever you feel comfortable with. Some people are more secure holding on to the chair. That's fine. I like to challenge myself, put them up. And those of you that like even more of a challenge, moving body parts make it much more challenging. So I'm going to start from easiest to more intermediate to hardest with our progressions here. Good. You're doing very nice. Now I'd like you to go ahead and sit, and we're going to do this without holding on to anything. Ooh, you feel this in the core, don't you? You're going to feel that not only in the core, but it's great for balance. And balance is not something that gets better as we age. So we got to keep working on it now. Keep going. Good. Now, when's the last time you've done a snow angel? Put those feet out, hands out, and you're just going to do a nice little snow angel. To make it hard, easier, let your back go against the pad here. To make it harder, sit up and don't let your back touch. Oh, I know you're feeling this in that core. We're moving our arms, getting the shoulders. Let's get a couple more. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. So the next progression I'd like you to do, go ahead and put this right here between the knees, inner thighs. So we're going to give this a nice squeeze. So I want you to squeeze that with the inner thighs. You can do this. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. 3, 2, 1, release the squeeze. So we're focusing on those inner thighs. Again, let's go again. Squeeze. This is working what's called your adductors, or those inner thigh muscles, and they are the stabilizer muscles to the knee. So if you have knee issues, these are great exercises for you. And release, and let's do it again. Squeeze it, tight, tight, tight. And I like to do the squeeze right in the middle of the balance disc there. Squeeze it and release. You didn't realize there's more things to do with this balance disc than you think. Go ahead and squeeze, 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 and release. We're going to get one more of these. If you need the back support, you can sit your back. If you want to work a little more core and posture, sit up tall. Let's give it one more squeeze. Squeeze, breathe. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth, and release. Good. Let's go ahead and put that balance disc down. I want you to put your feet on there. Go ahead and sit on the edge of your chair. And just kind of let your feet sit. And what's nice about all these little bubbles on there is it's kind of massaging those feet. Good. Excellent. Just keep rocking back and forth. back and forth. Excellent, very nice. So this is really good. It's almost like a little massage, but we're waking up all these muscles in the calves, the ankles. Now, what we're gonna do is move our chair. I suggest you hold on. Let's go ahead and pick up our things. I'm just simply gonna move my chair off to the side here, and I'm gonna put the balance disc right here next to that chair. So this is gonna give you more stability as you need it. I'd like you to go ahead and first thing we're gonna do is just step on the balance disc. If this is new for you, please hold on to a wall, a chair, not a rolling chair, something stable. Good, and just hold right here. Hold it, hold it. Very nice. Now, are you feeling like you need a challenge? I'm gonna throw one down. Let go of the wall or the chair and hold. Good. Yes, keep going. This is great. You've got this. No stinking thinking going on in your head. I don't want I can't or I won't. Those are 4-letter words that are not acceptable. So keep going. You've got it. Now to make it a little harder, lift your hands up and bring them down. Good. You can do this. Up and down. You're working the ankles, the calves, your glutes, your core. And you know what? You're working out your brain. Exercise is the most transformative thing you can do for your brain. Keep going. Push. Let's get one more. And if at any time you have to hold on and stay steady, I'm perfectly fine with that. I want you to do what works for you and hold it for another couple seconds. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. All right, so the next progression. Let's go ahead and put one foot on top of your balance disc. Separate your feet so they're about shoulder width. Both feet facing forward. If you need to hold on to the chair or wall, it's there. Those of you that like a challenge, take your hands off. We're doing a basic squat. Do you notice how I'm putting my weight heavy on the heels? Good. My feet are facing forward. Let's get one more and do a little squat and then switch sides. Very good. Now, if you have cranky knees, just don't squat as deep. So just do a little partial squat. And if you think about a squat, think about how many times you squat all day. We do. We squat to pick things up. We squat to use the restroom. We squat to sit in our favorite chair. Use your hands. Down and up. Good. Down. I just got a flashback of Archie. Do you guys remember watching that on TV, those old sitcoms? He had his favorite chair, didn't he? Down. Let's get one more. And down and up. Good. Now, those of you that really want a big challenge, if you feel you're ready for it, let's go ahead and put both feet on. Face your wall or your chair. We're going to do a squat. It's a narrow squat. So your feet are tucked up underneath. Get your butt back and come back up. Good. What I don't want you to do is look down, okay? I'd like your head facing up. Use the chair. If you really want to challenge yourself, start letting go of that chair. Down, oh, and back up. Now remember, if it's highly inflated, it is going to be harder. So maybe you want to let a little of that air out next time if you're struggling with this. Down and up. This is more advanced. Down and up. Let's get one more. Well, I'm feeling it too. Down and up. Beautiful. So now we're going to do a lunge. So on this lunge, what I'd like you to do, one foot on top, one foot behind. You got to make sure that the foot's not too close. Both feet are facing forward like railroad tracks. I'd like you to hold on if this is your first time. So you're going to keep your chest up. I'm going to bend the knee, and then I'm going to come back up. Beautiful. Down. Notice how that front knee's not going over. Holding on to something makes it so much easier. So cranky knee, just don't dip as far. So we're going to lunge down and up. Those of you that are looking for that challenge, whoo, let's let go. Yes. One more. Down. Up. Boy, did you feel that in your butt? I know I did. And we don't get a nice butt by sitting on it, do we? So let's go ahead and switch. Put the other foot forward. The other foot's back. Now be mindful. I don't want too close. You got to have it wide enough so both legs are at like a 90 degree. Good. So put your weight heavy on that front heel. Head is forward. Start by holding on. Now, those of you that want that challenge, you feel like you're ready, let go. Yes. Oh, this is great for strengthening that ankle. I feel it. Let's get a couple more. How about the quadricep? One more. Perfect. Oh, all right. We're going to do some floor exercises. So you just need a floor. You need your body, a smile on your face, and your favorite new friend, your balance disc. So we're going to start by doing a seated Russian twist. So I'd like you to go ahead, get in a seated position with your heels on the ground. My legs are slightly bent. I'm going to grab the balance disc and I'm leaning back slightly. Now I want you to notice I'm going gently side to side. If your lower back hurts, please sit up a little higher. If your back doesn't hurt, sit back. This is a really good core movement. Side to side. Now what I don't want you to see is go all the way down to the ground. So just go gently side to side. Let your head follow. Good. And remember to always breathe and think about that beautiful core. Good. And how strong you're going to feel and how strong you are on the side. Good. Keep going. Excellent. Let's get a couple more. One more. Very nice. Good. And speaking of the core, let's go ahead and put that back behind your back. You're going to intuitively know where to place that. So I'd like your knees to stay in that, legs to stay in that same position. Chin off your chest, support the neck. What I don't want you to do is come forward like this. A lot of people tend to do what I call a neck up. What we're doing is a forward crunch. This is supporting the lower back, eyes to the ceiling, and you're going to breathe out and crunch. Very nice. So notice my elbows are flat or maybe slightly forward. They're not all the way forward. Chin is up off the chest. Breathe. Good. And if you're not comfortable with where the position is, you can either deflate it a little bit or just move the balance disc forward or back depending on what feels comfortable for you. So breathe out. You're probably saying, Coach Kim, crunches in general are not comfortable. Why? Because it's hard work and we're working the abs. But we've got to get strong abs. And a lot of abs is diet too. And that's a whole nother topic we'll talk about. Are you eating like you live on an island? Remember that. Does your food grow in the ground? Does it grow in a tree? Does it swim in the sea? And does it run around? Let's get one more. Very nice. Good. So let's move that balance disc up a little bit higher on your upper back. Your feet are in the same position. We're going to be doing what's called a bridge movement. So push with the heels, lift the butt up, and come back down. Now, if you have neck issues or maybe it doesn't feel so happy, you can support your neck with one hand, come all the way up and back down. So I'm lifting my glutes, my butt cheeks up in the air, pushing with the heels of my feet. And I'm thinking about the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back up. And if at any time you feel pain, if your lower back is paining you during this, just skip the bridge altogether and move on to the next exercise. So the no pain, no gain, we don't say that anymore. That was back in the 70s. Up. So we say pain, we listen to our body. You know, pain is a way of the body talking to you. Up. So we need to listen. And let's get another one. Up, 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 up. Squeeze your cheeks with equal attention and bring it back down. Very nice. So next exercise, I'd like you to put your feet on top of that balance disc. You're going to lift the glutes up. It's the same bridge movement. Notice it's a little bit more intense. Good. Maybe the hamstrings are tweaking a little bit more, and that's okay. All the way up. It's good to give your body a challenge. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Lift up. Come back down. Good. Let's get a couple more. Up, back down. Working that same posterior chain of your body. Very important to work it. And down. Let's give yourself a little quick stretch. Pull the knees into chest. Good. Now we're going to put one foot on top of that balance disc. The other foot's going to be extended out straight. Flex that foot. I'm going to be pushing. It's a single-legged bridge. Oh, this is for my more advanced people. Yes. Dig in with the heel. If this is too challenging or maybe your hamstrings cramping on you, you can do it A, without the balance disc, or B, go back to the other exercise where you have both feet on top. Now let's switch. Up, back down. Yes, a lot more hamstring. Do you notice that? Or at least I'm noticing that. That's the back of the leg. Up. Let's get one more for fun. All the way up and down. Good. So grab that balance disc. You like how I grabbed it there? Love picking up things with my toes. It's actually a good exercise to do that. Little marble grabs. So let's go ahead and put that balance disc between the knees. Hands behind your head. Squeeze the balance disc. And at the same time, we're doing a crunch. Whoo, you're getting a little happy hour here. Why? Because you're working your upper, lower, and that little bonus of inner thighs. Let's get a couple more. So squeeze the balance disc. Crunch up. Let's get two more. Lift up, squeeze the disc, one more, up, and back down. Whew! How's that for a great balanced disc workout?